Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Choose which one's applicable. So JK Blogging has been doing videos about wrecking his journal, which is intentional. The book is called Wreck This Journal, and it gives you instructions on how to slowly destroy it on every single page. And it made me want to share my Wreck This Journal because I think the book is frankly amazing. It's one of those things that you think you're going to have a hard time doing, and then once you get into it, you're like, yeah! How else can I destroy this thing? There are several people who have taken these journals and turned them into amazing works of art. You should go on Flickr, do a search for Wreck This Journal. Awesome, awesome stuff. But anyway, without further ado, here's mine. Got a string tied to it because there are a few pages that specifically tell you to tie a string to the journal and do things with it, like drag it around, swing it around. There's stuff that's falling out. This is the original cover. It fell off when I ran over it with a car. I don't know where this came from. It's a ticket stub for a midnight showing of Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows. This isn't what you came to the video for. There's a lot in this journal, so I think I'll just show you my favorite pages. I've always loved this magazine cutout effect, so I redid the instructions. When I got my journal, there was a page called Burn This Page. When I look at other people's Wreck This journals that have newer versions, that page isn't there. I think they got in trouble for it. It was replaced with a page called Stand Here. It lit up pretty quick. I had a sink nearby. I pretty much went whoosh, water, and it still burned that much. Pour coffee. Get your hands dirty and press them down. Color this entire page. This page is tear strips and rip it out. And then this page is glue or staple pages together. So I stapled this to this. Then it reminded me of The Little Mermaid, that scene in The Little Mermaid with the lagoon, so I drew people in a boat. Fill this page with circles! Tongue painting! I sucked on skills and then licked this page. I actually think it's quite beautiful. My friend drew a llama, make a paper chain, and collect your fruit stickers. Drip something here. That's various hair dyes. So this page, this is one of my favorites. I thought it was very clever. It was to glue a page of the newspaper in, and it is the comic, and it's the full comic section. Trace the things in your bag or pocket. This was my purse at the time. Color outside of the line. Hang it in a public place and invite other people to draw. I was actually in a bar, which is weird because I don't like bars, nor do I drink. And I had random people draw pictures. I'm pretty sure this guy started out as a penis. One girl was distressed that there wasn't enough room for her to really draw, so I said, pick a different page. She picked the draw with a glue page and made this beautiful picture. Create a non-stop line. Fill this page with 4-letter words. Scrub this page. My friend had some awesome soap called Wash Your Sins Away. So the journal is now free of sins because I washed it with the soap. It's interesting because even though the point of the journal is to destroy it, it's actually pretty decent at being a journal too. There's stuff in here that reminds me of what was going on at the time I did the wrecking. For example, at one point I was feeling guilty about something, so for the write one word over and over page, I wrote sorry. And this rub here with dirt page, I actually rubbed in the mud when I was visiting a friend in Savannah, Georgia. I also did the skittle licking thing on the same visit, so that reminds me of hanging out with her. Overall, if you're the least bit creative, and even if you're not, I would definitely encourage you to pick up a Wreck This journal because they are a lot of fun. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. I keep wanting to say which is intentionable. That is not right. Trouble, trouble, trouble.